lesson 62. Just now, our literature was lesson 61. Okay, so now it's lesson 62, which is reading. How come I got less students now from 16 to 15? Okay, right. So let's continue. Okay, so the objective of the lesson today is by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the main points in the text by skimming the text to find out if your prediction based on the title of the text is correct. And then you have to do some speaking. So I would love if you unmute yourself later when we are doing speaking. I'll tell you when. You'll be able to explain orally your own point of view on what you think will happen based on the questions you have answered in activity A. Okay? So how do you know you are successful? First, you read the first and last paragraph to skim for main points. I think I've repeated this many times on how to skim. Skim, you read first and last paragraph. I'm repeating it. Okay, and there's a spelling error with the second one. Read the first and last sentences of each paragraph to confirm the, not YJE, the main points identified in the first and last paragraph. Okay, you have to read, first you read the first and last paragraph, and then you read the first and last sentences of each paragraph to confirm the points in the first and last paragraph. Okay. And then identify if the prediction made based on the title and skimming is accurate. And then in your speaking, you orally explain your point of view, at least 2 sentences on what you think will happen based on the questions you have answered in activity A. So in success criteria, if you're successful, you can use 2 sentences to tell your point of view. You can use more than 2 sentences, okay? Because the key word here is at least, right? Okay, now, extreme situations. Look at the topic extreme situations. Okay, so note down as many words associated with extreme situations. So in the chat, I want you to write down all the words that come to your mind that is associated with extreme situation. Whatever words, doesn't have to be accurate. I just want to know what words come to your mind when you see the label extreme situations. Accident. All right, Kuratu, accident. Anyone else? Wakey, wakey. Surprise. Okay, Tarvina, surprise. An extreme situation, surprise. Christina, die. Why are you also negative? Accident, die. Okay, right, shock, extreme situation. Okay. So gloomy, die. Mystery, okay, Charani, mystery. Any more that comes to your mind? You can have more than 1 word, any words. What about Danny? Danny is so quiet. Panic attack. Yes, Christina, extreme situations can give you panic attack, I agree. Okay, right. Any more? What happened to the rest? I got 16 in the class, but not many people writing in the chat. Nobody want to give any more words. Okay, now, do you know these words? Now I'm going to introduce you to other words that is not in the one in your chat, okay? Survival, okay? Extreme situation, survival, you need to survive. What are the skills and techniques to survive, right? Exhilarating, exhilarating is something that makes your blood rush up until your head and it gives you the feeling of like excitement, right? Okay, be in danger, like some of you say, you know, accident, die, because you're thinking that you're in danger. Rescue, yes, if you are, you know, stuck somewhere, someone need to rescue you. Cope, if you have a panic attack, you need to cope with your panic attack. Summit, summit is the top of a mountain, the summit, okay? Or you can say summit here, that one's another meaning, that one is SUB. Summit is the top of the building, top of somewhere, peak, right? Exhausted or exhaustion, when you're extremely tired, right? Stay alive, okay? Try to stay alive. overcome your fear, overcome the struggles, overcome anything, all right? Achieve or achievement, okay? A struggle, okay? That is difficult. Give up. Some people just give up and say, oh, it's terrible situation. I just can't live. Let me just die. Like someone say die just now. And challenging, okay? So any words there that is new, that are new for you, anyone? That you have not used it before, first time for you to hear this, first time for you to see this. Do you know all the words or there are some new words? All right, so Sabrina said exhilarating. Okay, Kuratu, Danny said exhilarating. Okay, all right, let me see. Danny said exhilarating. Sabrina said submit and exhilarating. Kuratu, submit, exhilarating. Mahisri, exhilarating. Yes, Tarvina. So exhilarating seems to be a new word. Cope. Okay, some of you cope. Cope is being able to manage whatever is thrown your way. Okay, yeah, summit is the peak of a mountain, the top, the highest. All right, cope, Danny. Exhilarating and cope. All right, okay, good. All right. Now, this is in your textbook, page 83. Okay, describe what is happening in the picture and discuss why this is an extreme situation and how the person might be feeling. This is the picture. Your picture is different from mine. Okay, you can see on page 83, your picture is the same. It's bungee jumping. You can see, right? It's written there, a man rope jumping, a new extreme sport which combines the thrill of rock climbing, bungee jumping, and skydiving into one. So this is not bungee jumping. This is called rope jumping. Okay, so it's rock climbing, bungee jumping, skydiving into one. Okay, that's a lot, right? So what is happening in the picture? This man is what's happening to him. You already know what's happening to him, right? He's flying. Yeah, it feels like he's flying, right, Danny? Danny, you dare to do this, Danny? Do rope jumping? Having a good life. Yeah, right, Kuratu. He looks like he's having a good life. Skydiving. Yeah, right. Okay, can you tell me? Now, pay you first, and Danny. All right. Okay, why is this considered extreme situation? Why do you name this extreme situation? Because he can die. Oh, okay. He has the rope there. He has the rope there. He can die. Why? What else? Why is it extreme? Remember the words I introduced you earlier here, these words? You can use these words here to tell me why you think it is an extreme situation. Yes, because it's very challenging and dangerous. Yes, Sharinia. Okay. And it might, like Hadi said, the possibility of dying is there. Right? Okay. How do you think this person might be feeling? How do you think he is feeling? Fun. Yeah, he might feel happy. He might, remember you said the new word, he might feel exhilarated, because it's so, for him, it's something that he enjoys because over the moon, yes, Kuratu, he might be over the moon to get to do this. Yes, he feels good. Wow, wonderful to be able to do this. You give me ringgit 1 million too, I would not do it. Okay, right? Because I cannot, I just can't. I'm scared of falling down and dying. So I'll never go and do this. So those of you who likes it, fine, go ahead. All right. You know why rock climbing, you know why it's combined? Because once they jump, they have to climb back up. So rock climbing is there, bungee jumping, skydive. Bungee jumping is for them to go down and the rope will stop them from hitting the ground. Okay, so it's like skydiving. He is like doing skydiving because bungee jumping, they just push you straight your head down. Here he's not. You can see like he's doing skydiving, like him coming out from the plane. Okay, all right. Yes, Sharinya, if he does this sport the first time, he will feel very nervous. Christina love like this. Yes, fine, Christina, go ahead. Go and enjoy. If you like this, go ahead. All right. Now, would you like to have a go at this sport? So you already answered. Christina, I've already said she loves to do this. All right. Sabrina says same like me. You know, won't do this because we are scared that we might die. All right. What about the rest? Why would you like to do this, or why would you not like to do this activity? Danny, would you like to do this activity? I know I said I must pay you. If I don't pay you, would you just volunteer to do it? Or you would not do it? Yeah, I'm waiting for people to respond. What happened to all the other Fong, Boon? Why are you so quiet? Say something. Nobody wants to say anything. So sad. That is why sometimes it's important for you all to on your camera. Then I can see whether you're in front of the camera or you all are just leaving it on and then you all are doing something else. Okay, let's continue. Look at activity A, which is on page 84. 84. Read the breaking news about a real life story. This is a real life story. Who are the people in the story and where were they? Where were they going? What do you think? Okay, got answer there. I wouldn't like to do this activity because I'm scared of height. Yes. No, because I'll be scared. Hadif, I like because I love challenge myself to do some sick stuff. Okay, Hadif, I didn't know you like sick stuff. Mahasri, you like because it will be fun. Danny, yes, one time, at least one time. Okay, Danny, you might lose a lot of weight, Danny. Sharinia, I want to try because we can see the nature from high location. Okay, I don't want to see anything from high location. Tarvina, I would like to have a go at this sport because it's interesting. Okay, you don't want because you are scared, Sharinia. Never mind, be in my gang, the Scaredy Cat gang. All right, and then oh, when you go up, you don't see anything anymore, Christina. Okay. Right, you will love to try Charini. Charini, I think you are that kind of person. I looking at you, I believe that you will love to try. Now, coming back to activity A, right? You need to answer few questions, okay? So, underline the questions you must answer. What are the questions you must answer in activity A, right? Any answers that you want to answer in activity A? In activity A, what are the questions you must answer for activity A? There are so many, it's so clear there. What are they? What question in activity A, the task here, what are the questions you must answer? Yes, very good, Tarvina. Who are the people in the story? Correct. Who are the people in the story? Good, Xiaomin. Okay, where were they? Correct. You want to know where were they? Very good, Tarvina. Okay, right. Kuratu, where were they going? Correct. And one more. What happened to them next? Yes. So there are 4 questions that you have to answer in activity A, right? So this is the breaking news. okay, that you see in activity A, all right, on your page 84 on your right hand side on top, breaking news, and you have this Thursday, October 12th, 1972. Flight 571 carrying Uruguay apostrophe S championship rugby team took off from Montevideo, Uruguay, heading to Santiago, Chile. On the plane were 45 people, the crew, the Uruguayan players, and their friends and relatives. Soon after takeoff, the plane had to stop in Mendoza, Argentina, because of bad weather. So, which question can you answer? Can you find the answer for who are the people in the story? Right? Who are the people in the story? This is where you all need to speak. So you can on your mic and give me the answer. Okay, just switch on your mic and give me the answer. Sharinya, can you switch on your mic and give me the answer?
Yeah, can, madam.
Yes.
I think Uruguay championship rugby team.
Yes, it looks like it's who are the people Uruguay's championship rugby team. Okay, but are they the only people in the story?
Hmm.
Who else are on the in the story besides the Uruguay's championship rugby team? The question is here: who are the people in the story, Tarvina?
And their friends and relatives.
Yeah, their friends and relatives. One more you're missing. You're missing one more.
The crew.
Yes, exactly, the crew. So you have the people in the story, the crew, the Uruguayan rugby players, their friends and relatives. So there are 4 types of people or group of people in the story. Very good. Where were they? Meaning where were they before they wanted to go somewhere. They are heading somewhere. Where were they originally? Anyone? Use the mic to answer, please. Anyone? Where were they?
Montevideo.
Going to the Santiago.
Who is again? Repeat.
Montevideo.
Montevideo. That's one answer. Who else?
They are heading to Santiago, Chile.
Santiago. Are they at Santiago, Chile, or are they going to Santiago, Chile?
They're going to Santiago.
Going to Santiago, Chile.
They are going. So where are they at the moment?
Montevideo, Uruguay.
Montevideo, Uruguay. Okay, so that's where they are from, and they are going to Santiago, Chile. Okay, where were they going? You already got the answer, Santiago. What do you think happened next? Let's just continue reading. On Friday, October 13 at 2:18 p.m., Flight 571 took off again. That means they stopped at Mendoza. They took off again, heading for Santiago because that's where they want to go, right? And then on Friday, October 13, after more than an hour, 1 hour, 2 minutes, 3:20 p.m., about an hour into the flight, the pilots began the descent. You know what's descent? Descent is going down. Okay, the plane is up, they want to go down into Santiago, not realizing the plane was still close to the high peaks of the Andes Mountains. So what do you think happened? Anyone?
I think someone was crashed in the mountain.
You feel that the plane will crash into the mountain. That's one person's opinion. Some more? Anyone else? What do you think happened next?
I think the same.
You think dead? Again? Sharinya, what? Oh my God, Sharinya, what happened? Oh,
No, madam.
who was that? Who the guy who's speaking? I don't know. Is it Hadif?
It's me, madam.
Hadif, ah?
Danny.
Danny.
Oh, Danny. Okay, Danny. Okay, Danny. So, Danny, what did you say? They what?
I think the same opinion.
Huh? Repeat, Danny. I cannot get you. I don't know if others got you.
I think the same opinion like.
Oh, you have the same opinion. Okay. So you think they're going to crash. What makes you think that they are going to crash? Why? Why not say that, you know, they are close to the peak and then the airplane managed to realize that and then make sure that they didn't crash. It was a close call. But why you all decide that it's going to crash? Why?
Because it's close to the high peaks.
Because,
Maybe.
because they are not realizing.
Ya. Okay, baguslah.
Because of because they are close to the high peaks. Okay, right. What's another reason?
Mm.
Can you
Because of
see the topic?
The pilot
What's the
didn't
topic?
realize that the plane was still close.
All right, they didn't realize, yes, because of the word here, not realizing one. And then another reason is because of the word here, breaking news. When it's breaking news, it must be something terrible that has happened, right? If they survive or they didn't crash, it wouldn't be breaking news, correct? Okay, all right. So you all can switch off your mic at the moment, okay, until I ask you to on again the mic. Right, let's continue the next one. Okay, so the answers, you got it. Okay, the people are the crew, the Uruguayan players and their friends and relatives. They were in Montevideo, Uruguay. They were going to Santiago. And then you already told me what's going to happen. I cannot give you the answer because the answer is based on how you answered just now. Okay, now let's look at activity B. In activity B, you need to read the article about what happened to the passengers on flight 571. Quickly scan the article to check your predictions about what happened next. So you need to scan. Okay, you need to scan. So when you scan, you look at the topic. What's the topic of the article? Survival in the Andes, right? So when survival means not everyone died. There must be some people who are alive. This is what we want. So how do you scan? All right, so just now I made a big mistake in my objective. I said skim, actually scan. Huh? So how do you scan? Read the first paragraph and last paragraph. So I like to repeat. My objective was wrong. You are learning how to scan, not skim. Okay, then confirm by reading the first and last lines of each paragraph. This is how you scan, right? Like the doctor wants to scan, take what is that called? X-ray. X-ray is just scanning, to scan, right? Okay, now this is the first part of the one in italics. Is usually what we get in a newspaper or article. They'll just give us a background of what it was, right? So on October 13, 1972, you were not born. I was 2 years old at that time, okay? A plane that had been flying from Uruguay to Chile with 45 people on board crashed into a mountain in the Andes. Some of the, I think something is wrong here. Some of the passengers managed to leave. Is one of the great survival story. Okay, so there is a mistake there. How? This one is how, not flow. How some of the passengers managed to live is one of the great survival story. Okay, right. So this is just the background, okay, to let you know. So let's look at the first paragraph. First paragraph said 29 people died in the crash. Remember, there were how many people originally? Okay, originally there were 45 people, yes. So 29 died. So you know how many remains alive. On the mountain, it was freezing cold and the survivors stayed inside the crash plane to stay warm. Okay, they had very little food and were in very great danger while they waited for a rescue team. After 11 days on the mountain, they found a small radio on the plane and they heard the news that the rescue teams had stopped searching for them. All hope was gone. They were alone and terrified. Okay, so you saw the first paragraph that tells you 29 people died. The other remaining people stayed in the plane. 11 days in the mountain, they found a radio and they heard the news. No one is coming to look for them anymore. So they were alone and they were scared. That's your first paragraph. Your second paragraph, you just read the first line, first the one that I put red. So days became week 2 months after the crash, after they had waited for summer to arrive. My God, after the plane crashed, 2 months they were still there. Three of the passengers, Roberto Canessa, Nando Parado, and Antonio Visitan, left to search for help. Right, the last sentence there, they also took with them a large sleeping bag that they made on their own. Only they could save the others now. So these three people were going down to go find help. Third paragraph, just the first few sentences, okay? How did these brave young men cope with the journey? None of them had climbed mountains before and it was hard. This is called extreme situations. Then below, last lines, they weren't near the end of the mountains. They were in the middle of them. What could they do now? Imagine if we are in that situation, all right? Whether we would give up or still continue. Fourth paragraph, but there was still hope. Parado saw two low peaks about 65 kilometers away that didn't have snow on them. 65 kilometers is not near, very far. They agreed on the plan and Canessa and Parado continued their journey. So beginning, you saw three names visited. Suddenly, at the last paragraph, you only saw two names. Okay, so it means that one person is not going to follow them, right? Fifth paragraph. As they walked, the area around them slowly began to change. And then the last line, this is the valley, Canessa said excitedly. This is the way out. Okay, excited. Sixth paragraph. Soon they saw a few cans on the ground and some farm animals in the field. All right, and then a rescue team went to save the other passengers high up in the Andes. All right. So the last paragraph asks you the question, what had happened to them? Fortunately, they had all survived as they waited for the others to get help. The memories of the crash in the Andes would be with them forever, but their ordeal means their hardship, their challenge was over. They had made it out alive. So if you just look at paragraph 1 and last paragraph, you would have known just by looking at that two paragraphs that, okay, 29 died, the others survived, and after 11 days, no one helped them. What happened to them? You found out at the last paragraph, they all survived as they waited for others to get help, meaning somebody has gone to get help, right? So if you look at the few lines at each paragraph, they would have confirmed that. So far, do you all understand? That is how you scan for main ideas. So were your prediction correct? They crashed, yes. But did you thought everybody died, or did any one of you thought that some people would have survived? I'm waiting for answer. Did you all thought people all would die, or did any one of you thought some people? Okay, Christina said yes. I thought some people might survive. Yeah, right. Oh, Sharvindra said everybody died. Okay. Danny, same. Yes, you thought everybody has died. Okay. So it was a difficult thing. Oh, okay. Sharinya said, I thought some people might be injured. Okay, Tarvina, same like Christina. All right. You thought they survived. Right. So now you have to speak. What are your reactions to the story and what the man achieved? That means the three men or the two men. What are your reaction? Are you how do you feel about what they have done, the story, your reaction to the story? I need you to speak because we have speaking also in this lesson, right? So what are your reactions to the story? Anyone to on their mic and share? Tarvina, what you think, Tarvina? What is your reaction to the story and what the man achieved? Tarvina mic is not working, is it? Mahasri?
Teacher,
Yes? Yes, continue. What about the rest? Anyone want to share?
for me, my reaction to this story is their hard work to survive make a good result. So they survive from the crash.
Okay, all right. Good answer.
I'm very shocking because I didn't expect they can survive.
Mm-hmm.
But finally they put hard work and they alive.
Okay, right. Anyone else wants to share how you feel? Your reaction to the story?
Um,
Madam,
Yes?
my reaction is I feel like the story is very surprising because I didn't expect that they will survive, and I said they will die. But after the man go and the man tried to save them, so I know they will survive. So that's my reaction.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you. What about Xiaomin or Yibun? You want to give your reaction to the story? You want to give your reaction to the story? No. Okay, what do you think is the most surprising part of the story? What about Feng Xuetman, Lim Xiaomin, or Yvonne? Do you want to say what do you think is the most surprising part of the story? Are you having mic problem? Sweetman, Xiaomin, Yvonne, are you having mic problem? No. No talking. No one is talking. What happened to Sweet?
Um,
Yes?
Madam,
Anyone else? Yes?
I
Madam,
think the most surprising part of the story is that they got the radio and they hear the news that the rescue team has stopped searching. That's the most surprising part of the story.
All right.
I
Okay.
for me, 2 months after the crash, they still stay at the forest.
Not forest, they're still at the top peak, at
Yeah.
the peak of Andes mountain. Yes, correct. Very surprisingly, after 2 months, they waited until summer. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? No. Okay. Right. So the conclusion is I want you already have given me just now what are the new words or expression that you have learned in this lesson. Right, Christina said something there. Christina said 16 people were alive and still survived. All right, okay, all right, Christina. Right. So, where am I right now? Any new words that you want to share that you have learned besides the one that when I was reading the story out to you from your textbook? There any new words that you have learned? Just write in the chat. Okay. Ordeal, right? Kuratu say ordeal is a new word. Yeah, ordeal is like challenge. Okay. Right. Mahasri also say ordeal. Yes. Okay. Anyone else besides just now exhilarating, right? Cope, now it's ordeal, right? Okay. So that is the end of our first reading lesson. Okay. So we will have a break for 5 minutes before we continue with our next reading lesson. Okay. So where am I right now? I'm looking for myself. Oops. So why did I do that? Hopefully I give you 5 minutes break, but before that, do you have any questions that you want to ask before we finish the lesson? Any question? Let me see, any question? No, okay, right. Thank you so much. I will 5 minutes break and we will go to our next lesson. Okay, 5 minutes break. So I'll stop the recording now. Okay, so we will have